Hey, what's up, B? My name's Kyle. I talked to Nikki earlier and she said you should check this out. In this video, I'm going to actually show you 3 things you could do today to bring in more high quality remodeling jobs to your business. Now, I know you're probably thinking like, all right, man, what's a marketing guy be doing this for free? And what's the catch, right? Here's the deal. Most contractors are out there way too busy running calls, doing jobs to really understand how the internet works. And honestly, man, you've probably been through your fair share of marketing experts who really don't understand anything about your business. So what I found is that by giving contractors a free blueprint of actual things they can take and implement, some of them end up saying, you know what? I like you, Kyle, dude. Just handle this technical stuff for me so I can just focus on what I do best, okay? So by the end of this video, you can see that I have the technical know-how to get you more service calls and jobs. Then just shoot me a message back and we can chat, okay? Or if you want to take this free blueprint and tackle it yourself, that works for me too, all right? But now let me jump in and show you 3 things you could do to set your company above your competition and not waste any more of your time or mine, okay? So the first thing we're going to start off with here is content. Now, before I actually jump into that, when I searched up your business, I actually didn't see a website for you at all, okay? I saw you're using a couple apps like Yelp and Nextdoor. Nextdoor is great if you're constantly posting and you're replying to other people's posts. It could be a good way to get jobs. And Yelp, what Yelp is doing is they're actually stealing all of the searches. So when somebody searches for you, they're actually stealing all of those searches. And a lot of times they're selling those leads back to you. Okay. I'm not sure if you're actually paying for Yelp, but that's typically what they do. Okay. So not only is this video going to show you how to save more money by getting leads, but also a couple of things you could do to get more high quality leads here in the area as well. Okay. Now, to give you a better idea of what the website should look like, I'm going to go ahead and show you your biggest competitor here in Lakewood specifically, which is Green Mountain Remodeling, who's currently stealing most of the high quality jobs because they're ranking at that top spot. Okay. And what we're going to do is we're going to see how many words they have on their front page. Now, I know you're probably thinking like, dude, all right, that's cool, but why are you doing that? All right. Well, number one, I know I'm shooting this video over remodeling specifically, but this video applies for any other service that you do. And number two, typically to rank number 1 and qualify for those high quality jobs, you want to have at least around 1,500 words on your front page. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to copy all the words that they currently have on their front page here from top to bottom. We're going to go to a word counter here. All right. Paste it in. And it looks like right now they have a little bit over 1,000 words, which is pretty decent, okay? But what does this mean? It's actually not a bad thing. This literally means your competitor is beatable by just putting a little bit more effort with their content, okay? Now, there's this tool I use. It's called Ahrefs. It's a few $100s a month, but essentially what it does is it gives me the behind the scenes details of exactly what Google's looking at when it comes to ranking a site, okay? And what we're going to do is we're going to see what you actually show up here for, man, when people are searching for remodeling, concrete, general contracting services here in the area, okay? So let's go ahead and put Green Mountain Remodeling's website into here. We're going to go to keywords. Now, by the way, what is a keyword? It's basically what people are typing into Google, okay? So as you can see, they're showing up for the top spot or the front page for bathroom remodel Lakewood, Green Mountains alterations, Lakewood kitchen remodel, bathroom remodel, Highlands Ranch, and a couple more. Okay. Now, surprising to me, there's actually pretty low search volume here in Lakewood. Okay. There's actually way more search volume if you want to count, Denver, Littleton, Parker, Thornton. If you count in more cities, there's way more traffic. Okay. There's actually not that many people searching in Lakewood specifically, but even for them, they're getting about at least 22 people just in Lakewood alone clicking on their website for bathroom remodels every single month, which is still pretty solid. Okay. They're still probably getting a decent amount of jobs just from that. Okay. Now, for you, without actually having a website, you actually wouldn't show up for anything at all. Okay. So if you want to get into the game, start claiming more high quality jobs and outrank your competition, then you want to have at least around 1,500 words on your homepage with the right keywords, okay? And just to show you kind of what that looks like, I'm going to search remodeling Denver just to show you what it looks like to get more jobs across Denver. Okay, so let's go ahead and copy this website link, copy link address. We're gonna go back to Ahrefs here. Looks like it's loading up. Cool. And then we're gonna go and put their website into here. And as you could see for the Denver area, so if we're just searching like Denver in a general sense, you can see they're showing up for home renovator Denver, home remodel Denver, home renovation Denver, right? And many, many more. And if you look at the traffic, you see 59, 58, 55, 44, 34. So they're getting at least around 400 people in Denver in general clicking on their website every month, okay? So this is what it looks like to rank for multiple cities. Obviously, if we include more cities in there, there's way more searches, okay? Now, the second thing I want to show you here is going to be citations. Now, I know you're probably thinking like, dude, what is a citation? Why does it even matter, right? Well, typically when anybody searches anything on Google, let's just say, for example, remodeling Lakewood, Colorado, okay? There's actually research done from Google that about 40% of people are going to click right here on this map pack. And do you see how Green Mountain Remodeling is showing up number one, even though they don't even have the most reviews? This is not because of their reviews, okay? It's not because they have pretty pictures on there or a big company or anything like that. It's because they have the most citations, okay? Now, what are those? That is your business name, address, and phone number listed consistently across the internet. Now, I know you might be thinking, well, all right, that's great, but how do I get those, right? Well, what you want to do is you want to post your business name, address, and phone number in industry-related directories, okay? This could be like, Yelp, Yellow Pages, City Star, Yahoo Local, right? These are all directories you want to be in. And your competitors are currently in more of these than you guys are. So to get into the game, you want to be in at least 300 to 400 directories to show Google in the areas you serve that you are the authority when it comes to these services. And when you do show up on the top spot on the map pack, then we actually add about 50 to 100 more directories. So once you're there, it takes your competitors a long time to catch back up, okay? So super, super important to get this dialed in. And now that you know how to, let me show you the real moneymaker, all right, which would be backlinks. Now, why do I say that? Because again, 40% of people are going to click on this map pack, okay? But actually about 60% of people are going to click on one of these first few websites that they see. And when I search for, remodeling Lakewood, concrete, really anything like that, I don't see you pop up here at all. Okay, kind of going back to what we were talking about earlier. So to get into the game, you're going to need backlinks, okay? That's other relevant websites linking back to your website. It's kind of like online referrals, okay? And the more relevant that site is that links back to you, the better. For example, let's say, you have a local blog page or maybe even an industry site linking back to you, and that's perfect. But obviously, if you're a general contractor and you have McDonald's linking back to you, that ain't so great, right? Because you don't sell burgers. So let's go back to Ahrefs here and let's see what backlinks your competitor currently has that's getting them to that top spot, okay? So let's go back. We're going to click on backlinks here. And it looks like right now your biggest competitor in Lakewood specifically only has about 85 backlinks, which is actually super beatable, okay? But again, how do we get these? How do we beat them? Well, essentially what we do is we just go down this entire list of links and match these same exact links for your business or your website so that way you show up at that number one spot, okay? So I want you to understand at this point, claiming more high quality jobs, outranking your competition no matter how big they are, and showing the areas you serve the authority. It's not a magic trick, all right? There's no genie flying around Google or anything like that. It's literally just a method, okay? But, I'm sure you probably don't care that much about more website traffic, right? You care about growing your business, right? Helping your family. So in terms of bottom line, in terms of what you would get by actually doing this, if we go back and look at, Green Mountain Remodeling, also, Fountain Remodeling, Factor Design Build, if we look at both of these websites, and that's just for Lakewood and Denver, that would mean an extra around 400 to 500 people clicking on your website every single month, okay? And that's just for Lakewood and Denver alone. Now, let's just say out of those 400 people, let's just say, you know, you take those calls, you do the estimates, and let's just say you close 40% of those jobs, right? That would mean an extra 160 closed and booked jobs for your company every single month. What would this do for you, man? In terms of growing the business, right? Helping your family, right? So this ain't some pie in the sky thing. This is exactly what happens when contractors get their online presence done correctly, okay? So just to recap what we covered today, first thing would be building a website. When you do, you want to have at least 1,500 words on your homepage with the right keywords. Second thing is going to be citations. So you want to be in at least 300 to 400 directories to rank above your competition. And lastly is going to be backlinks, okay? So when you create your website, you want to have more relevant websites linking back to yours to show Google in the areas you serve that you are the number one choice when it comes to contracting. And if you implement this, you will be number one. I'm sure you're probably thinking like, dude, I'm a business owner, right? I'm a contractor. I'm not some computer geek, right? Well, look, you can do number one, take this free blueprint, tackle it yourself, and I'm totally cool with that. Or if you want to take the most effective route and save yourself some time, then you could just reply right back to this message, okay? Again, my name's Kyle. I live right here in Monument, Colorado, so I even love to meet you in person. But if it's easier, just reply back to this message. My number is 719-396-1510. But at the very least, I hope this was educational for you. Showed you a couple of things you can implement right now so you can start claiming more high quality jobs and outrank your competition, all right? So at the least, just give me some feedback on this video. Let me know how I did. But other than that, man, have a good rest of your day. We'll talk soon.